Vegas has some of the wildest pools in the world. You can swim with the sharks, you can float on a lazy river, and you can find some of the most beautiful pools that feels like an absolute escape right here in the desert. But not all pools are treated equally. In today's episode, I'm be taking you to 4 top pools in Las Vegas, all in 4 completely different categories. We're talking about the best pool on the Strip to downtown Las Vegas, the best local pools, and even one in between. And we're starting right here in downtown Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget, where they have one of the most unique pools in all of Las Vegas. This is the Tank, a $30 million pool complex built completely around a 200,000-gallon shark tank aquarium. And yeah, that slide goes straight through the shark aquarium. So the pool complex is multi-level. The first floor is where the fun is. This is where the majority of the lounge chairs are going to be. This is where the actual pool is going to be, and the shark aquarium. You do have a second level. That's where we are today in our day bed. And then you have a third level, which is going to be a 21 and over. But they do have the slide that starts at the third level, which unfortunately is closed today. I even brought my GoPro. I was gonna make Eddie go down it. Are you disappointed that it's closed?
Yeah, so sad.
A couple of different areas to sit and hang out, and then over here, this is the more shaded side. It looks like this side gets shade first, and then you got the opposite side over there. So there's actually plenty of lounge chairs. And down here, you can also get poolside cocktails, 5 live gaming tables for poolside play. So classic Vegas. They even have massage chairs if you want to go full relax mode. So something I didn't even realize, you can actually come into the pool if you're not staying at the Golden Nugget, which is really good to know if you're staying downtown and you're at a hotel that doesn't have a pool, or the pool is very small, which most of them are. So it is $30 for admission. They also do a whole night swim out here. I believe that's starting very soon. They do it in the summer, where they open it up during the nighttime, and they even have a live DJ. They have a fire pit. I've always said that Vegas pools should stay open later. So most of the nightclubs, they do not open until about 10 p.m. So I am a little bummed out because one of the most unique things about this pool is the shark aquarium. And unfortunately, the sharks are missing. Not only do we need to find Nemo, but we need to find all of his friends. What happened? Where'd they go? Unfortunately, they are doing a little bit of maintenance on the shark aquarium, so the slides closed, the shark aquarium's closed, but luckily I do have older footage. So we've been here a couple of times. I really do enjoy this pool. So hopefully I'll be able to show you guys what it looks like with the sharks and the fish inside the aquarium, because it's absolutely beautiful. This is actually really nice. Yeah. They also have a pretty decent sized whirlpool or spa over here. I reached out to Golden Nugget for filming permission, and they did go in on a day bed for us today, which I would highly recommend if you're looking for a home base, but especially if you were in Las Vegas during the summer, because the pools get very busy very fast. So you can see it is pretty full. Last week of April, it is currently a Thursday as well. Most or all of the cabanas and day beds are going to be found on the second and the third level. It looks like if you rent a cabana, you got 3 chairs out in front. Got an overhead fan and light if needed. It looks like there's speakers in the side. There's a couple more sofa, chairs. You got a safe. You also have a refrigerator, and also a TV and a telephone. They gave us the option of sitting on the second level and up on the third level, which we'll go up there in just a moment. That is the 21 and over pool. It's more lively up there. We chose this section because it is quiet and I'm able to film down here. The music isn't as loud. But check this out. You do get 2 chairs and the day bed. All of their cocktails at 16 ounces are going to be $18, or you can do a 32 ounce at $32, or a pitcher at $60. But they also have signature drinks. Like you got cold drinks as well as mocktails, appetizers, sandwiches, platters, pizzas, and salads. And of course, you can do bottle services when you're at a cabana or a daybed. This is cool. You get a fruit platter included with the daybed. And there's a lot of fruit here. We did go in and ordered an entree. So this is the Turkey Club, which was $18. It's got roasted turkey, smoked bacon, lettuce, tomato, basil, mayo, and it's all served on a sourdough bread. And it included a side of fries. And I went in with one of their signature signature cocktails, this is the Shark Attack. It's got Malibu coconut rum, Bacardi Superior rum, blue carousel, pineapple juice, Sprite, and grenadine. I had no idea this was going to be a full pizza. Look at that. This was $23 for a pepperoni. So we've got cured pepperoni, mozzarella, pizza sauce, all on a thin crust. So the pizza was a move. I think if this was the first thing we ordered, it would have been the only thing we ordered. We still have about half left. This could definitely be shared with at least 3, maybe 4 people, but it was good. It wasn't super greasy or oily or anything. This was surprisingly good for a pool pizza. But now we're heading over to the Hideout Bar, which is located on the 3rd level. This is their 21 and over pool. The more day beds available, more lounge chairs. There's also a full bar back here. This is nice. Oh my goodness, it is much warmer. Okay, I can see this one being 84 degrees and maybe the downstairs being like 78 degrees. Man, I could hang out in this one all day. It's a lot smaller, of course. It's a lot louder, of course. A great option to have if you don't want to be in the family-friendly pool downstairs. So the Golden Nugget pool here in downtown is the perfect way to spend a pool day if you want something unique. It's fun, it's different, and honestly, it's very Vegas. We are now ditching the hustle and bustle of the touristy areas, and we are at one of my favorite off-strip properties in all of Las Vegas. We are here at Red Rock Casino and Resort. Not only is the inside a beautiful, modern, clean resort with a great casino floor and a lot of options to fill your stay, but the pool here has been my favorite off-strip pool for many years. Red Rock is located about 20 minutes west of the Las Vegas Strip, and this place just keeps getting better and better. But we're not here for the casino, we're here for what might be the best off-strip pool in all of Las Vegas. And it's been voted just that year after year. First thing that you're going to notice, space. This isn't just a tiny crowded pool. This is a full-on pool complex. You have a main pool right here in the middle, plus you have multiple smaller pools surrounding it. So whether you want the energy, the crowd, or a quiet corner, you definitely have options here. Now, if I remember correctly, the smaller pools back here are all different temperatures, kind of like Goldilocks. One might be cooler, one might be warmer. You get a pick at which one is just right for you. Compared to the Strip, it's just way more relaxed. No shoulder-to-shoulder crowds, no blasting club music all day, but just a clean, upscale resort vibe. Now, if you want to level up, you can rent a daybed or a cabana. Huge shout out to Red Rock and the Station Casinos team because they not only allowed me to film, but they went in on a daybed. This is really cool. The cabanas typically start at around $250 for the day, but the daybeds start around $75. It looks like a few of the cabanas up here are completely separated from the main pool. There are quite a few different types of cabanas too. For instance, this one back here isn't by that whole private area. It's kind of connected to the main pools. This is a very big private space that you can close off. There's a TV in there. But when you divide the price among your party, it could be a really great deal, especially if you plan on being at the pool for the full day. Now, they do have complimentary lounge chairs throughout the complex, but the private space, the dedicated service, the shade especially, and places to put your belongings, that can be a huge plus. You can close it if you want. So if you want a little bit more privacy, you can close it all around. And this is something you do not see at most pools. They have poolside gaming with a live dealer. You can literally sit at the pool and play blackjack. That's a full food menu, not just burgers and fries. You can even do sushi rolls, appetizers. They have breakfast if you would like. Light fares like avocado toast, salads, sandwiches, including burgers. Hell yeah to the Dole Whip. They do have signature cocktails. 16 ounces are going to be $18. That's pretty normal. You can do the souvenir cup for $34. Also a couple different mocktails. You can do bottle service. They have it all. I'm starting with something called the Sandbar Colada. This is a frozen drink. It has Malibu rum, Mount Gay silver rum, coconut, pineapple, lime. I feel like a frozen drink signals the start of summer. When does summer technically start? June? Here in Vegas, it starts in April. Cheers. This is really good. You can see I'm already drinking it. I couldn't help myself. It definitely tastes like summer. Very pineapple-y, very tropical. In the 100-degree weather, these are the move. We're also going to get a couple different food items. We're starting with an appetizer. These are the loaded nachos. Pickled jalapeno, queso, jack cheese, pico de gallo, guacamole, roasted corn, black beans, scallions, and crema. This was $18. There's a couple different kinds of cheeses in here, which you can kind of like get the flavor of. The added jalapeno is nice. A little bit of spice. The guacamole tastes fresh. This is a pretty hefty size. We were gonna order a meal, but I don't know. I'm glad we waited. We ordered this first, and we're gonna wait to order maybe a meal to show you guys. Time to actually go inside. See how warm it is. Not too shabby. We're doing pretty good. It's not cold, but it's definitely not warm. Looks like it's 3 feet 10 inches, and you can actually go to the middle there. You can climb up and touch the fountain. These are really nice. These loungers, they're inside of the pool, and they're not reserved, so it's first come, first serve. You can get access to the pool complex without staying here. I believe admission starts at $30. It's going to depend on the day, and then kids do get in at a lesser price. But for a pool like this in Las Vegas, especially once it hits 100 degrees, that is a deal. It's a Dole Whip, but on steroids. So this is called the Mega Dole Whip Sundae. It's $19, and it has pineapple and strawberry Dole Whip, a berry compote, chopped pineapple, fresh berries, and it's all served in a pineapple boat. They gave us 5 spoons. It's only me and Eddie. So we've got the pineapple, the strawberry, and all the good mix-ins. It is already melting. We gotta dive into this. It's Dole Whip. I mean, immediately, nostalgic flavors to me. That is really, really good. Do you think we can polish this off, Eddie?
Without a doubt.
This is just such a great resort for being a locals, and that really just means off the strip and away from downtown. But they've got free parking. The restaurants here are awesome. They have a really great bowling alley, also a movie theater. This is kind of that legit spot to go to without being in the hassle, having to go into the traffic. But the pool here has always been one of my top favorites. It's not trying to be a day club. It's not trying to compete even with the on-strip resorts. But if you want to break from the strip and you want space and you want a more locals exclusive vibe, this is it. But we still have a couple of pools to check out, so on to the next. This next stop sits in a very interesting category. It sits sort of in the middle ground. It's not quite the strip, but I wouldn't call it a local resort either. This is the Palms, and it's definitely that perfect mid-zone. The Palms is located about a mile or two from the Las Vegas Strip, so that's why it's kind of that middle zone. Not on the strip, but not very far at all. Now, I have yet to stay at the Palms, but it's been on my list for a while. They have one of my favorite music venues in town here at the Palms. They have a really great buffet, a really cool rooftop bar, and free parking. So this is definitely a go-to spot. But I've also been to this resort a few times because they are one of the few resorts around the Las Vegas Strip that offers a free pool. Yes, you can come to this pool without staying at the Palms, even if you're not a local, as long as you're 21 and over. So I've definitely used that to the advantage quite a few times. But what I love most about this pool is it's designed. It's multi-level, it's super spread out. You have multiple pools, a 21 and over area, there's hot tubs, and they even have floating lily pads inside of the pool. Another thing I really love about the Palms is they're always looking out for their locals. They have a special for Nevada locals where they offer free cabanas. So we had to go with a cabana today. And this is where the Palms really shines. Their cabanas are so unique. Some of them even come with their own plunge pool. It overlooks the lower pool, kind of like a infinity. No, infinity means it goes over, right? I don't know, plunge pool. I'm pretty sure that's the best word to say. But this is so neat. We've got plenty of space in here. A few areas to sit down, even lay down if you wanted to. Then you have your own TV. A secret cabinet. This is where I store my favorite things. Speakers here. It'll be the same music that's going on at the pool. You have a fan, and then over here, there's some controllers. One here that says mist. What they said was they can turn on the mist when it hits about 100 degrees. Today, it's probably going to be about 85 at the hottest. A free cabana in Las Vegas is almost unheard of. That is a huge perk if you are a Nevada local. Now, technically, the cabana is free. However, I did reach out to the Palms for the filming permission. I reached out to every single spot because I wanted to bring a good quality camera and a microphone, knowing that the music can get very loud. So they did go in on a food credit for us, so that way we can show you some of their menu offerings as well. Of course, they have a full bar, but they also have a kitchen. You can do breakfast. There's shareables like chicken nachos, french fries, chicken tenders, salads and bowls. They also have handheld meals like sandwiches and burgers, sliders, entourage. So basically like towers. You can do a snack tower, a Wagyu slider tower, and then they offer daily specials. You can see over here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not on Saturdays, but they do on Sundays. And they have pitcher specials. You can get about 4 different kinds for $40. So on the regular menu, you can do a 12 ounce at $17, a souvenir at $36, or a pitcher at $53. So this is the Pink Senorita, and this is a $40 pitcher special for Friday. It's got rose tequila, contour, strawberry puree, and Minute Maid lemonade. This is at least 4 drinks, I would say. So about $10 a drink. So I've actually never seen this area open before, so this is pretty cool. And I think they changed it a little bit. So this is now the family-friendly, all-ages area. I love the day beds in the very middle of the pool. Your own little private island out there. Stage here. Looks like they have a DJ up there right now. So this is their 21 and over area. So they switched that around. But this is really cool. Another unique thing about this pool are the lily pads. So inside of the pool, they have these little day beds that you can reserve, but they call them lily pads. So it's time for some food. So technically we ordered the chicken nachos. However, this is kind of like the secret menu because we did a little bit of a hack here. We substituted chicken for carne asada and chips for fries. So usually when you have a bungalow, you would split the plunge pool with one other, but we kind of lucked out because there's nobody in the bungalow next to us, so we've got our own plunge pool. Oh, it's nice and warm too. Oh yeah. Okay, this is pretty cool. Now for the top pool on the Las Vegas Strip, hands down, it has to go to MGM Grand and their Lazy River. When I'm doing a stay at MGM Grand or even at the Signature at MGM Grand, I always try to do that in the summer because their pool is one of my top favorites. It's a massive 6.5 acre pool complex with 4 pools, waterfalls, and whirlpools, but the real star of the show, the Lazy River. Grab a tube and float all day long. It's just so much fun. Yes, it gets busy in the summer, but honestly, that's part of the energy. It's always so lively, and while they do offer day beds and cabanas there, I've always been able to find a chair. The vibe here in the summer is just unmatched, and as a bonus, they've got one of my favorite day clubs, Palm Tree Beach Club. It took over the Wet Republic space last year. It's got great music and a super easy guest list access. And yes, ladies, the open bar situation is very real when you get on their guest list. 4 different pools, 4 different categories, 4 different areas in Las Vegas. Which one are you picking? Until next time, please subscribe for more adventures in Las Vegas and the surrounding areas. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.